if all these small problems, if they discourage you, all these small things, if they make you faint-hearted, what happens to what you've been hearing? And I happen to have, also apart from, preaching the Bible and reading the Bible, I know the story of great men of God that, lived and served before this time. And I've read and studied about John Wesley so much. And he had a wife, and that wife was more than a thorn in the flesh, more than a bone in the neck. Actually, there was one time that, the wife even took him by the hair of his head and was dragging him. And that holiness preacher never abused the wife, never insulted the wife. And there were times that the wife of John Wesley will take some of the letters, counseling that were reaching to him, and then he'll spread them and give them in the hands of enemies of the gospel. But John Wesley kept on preaching. Every day he'll preach at least 3 times until the age of 86. And when he was 86, 87, he said, I'm getting old because I can only preach 3 messages now each day. And he will wake up at 4 a.m. and pray for 1 hour and then write. And he wrote commentary on the old Bible. And he had all that challenge at home. And if I've read all that and I'm, here and there faint-hearted, what's the effect of what I know in my life? I told you about Spurgeon recently. Spurgeon had real serious depression. It was the grace of God that man did not take his life. He had real sickness, mental, emotional, physical, and yet he preached thousands of messages. And yet he wrote commentaries, and he wrote the treasury of David from Psalm 1 to verse 150. And there is no other book on the Psalms like that. And the man had problem. Now with all we know and with all we hear, if we, we're laid back, we cannot preach, I'm discouraged, I'm faint-hearted, look at what they're doing to me. You have not had any problem in comparison with those great men of God. Look at that again. If thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small.